people, Supreme. Supreme. Years old, my people, Supreme. Supreme. Supreme, my people. Years old. Woo. Salute. Ralute. Supreme, my people. Supreme. Supreme. Years old. Years old. Years old. We're gonna do a call and show today, my people. I ain't even put the number in here. Let me see if I can add the number in here. Am I able to write anything? Let me see. Community moderator. Okay, I can't even add anything. I want to put the phone number in here so people can call in. But I want to speak about genetics for a little bit, you know what I mean? And the difference and the reason why I want to speak about genetics is because a lot of things are happening right now at a fast, accelerating rate. And the people that are what you consider the complex cell organism are trying to bamboozle a lot of our brothers and sisters by trying to trap them in this world, or have them in this mindset that we manifest this life, like that we all manifest this life from a previous life, meaning that we all reincarnate here on this planet. So my thing is this is the question that I propose to the complex cell organism that are supposedly spiritual, that's speaking about spirituality and how they were living in different lives, and then they all of a sudden manifested themselves into this life. So this is science facts. It's not hatred. It's not racism or anything. This is scientific fact. Now, the energy that what you are is not your body. Your consciousness is not your body. So, but your body is a representation of your consciousness. So my body, if my consciousness was a female consciousness, right? If it was my energy with female, feminine energy, my energy wouldn't inhabit a body and then produce a scrotum sac and a phallus to reproduce with. My energy is female, but my body represents a male. See, this is where the LGBTQ coming in. This is where the transgender and where other races of people, complex cell organism, is trying to push homosexuality and all this other stuff, that you can literally be born one way, but you can, in your internal feelings, meaning that you can be the opposite sex, which is preposterous. You understand? That's ludicrous all the way to the fucking T. So you got to be mindful about what they are saying and how they are saying it, and you have to be able to check these people right from the gate. Because here you go, when you look at the percentage, that's why I say they are just a percentage of they are a percentage of species. They're not the full species. They're just a percentage of different species. So the universe at this particular time is stating that I want to speak with everything in its most simplest and naturalist form. This is what the universe is saying, and she's passing that message. She's saying that, and the sun is enforcing her message. The universe, again, is a billions clusters of stars. Then you have the one large star that supposedly sits in the center of the universe, which is the sun, and the teachings and the wisdom of the female. We enforce that. So even when you look at today's, right, just think about something. Even when you look at today's and what's going on right now, who's enforcing the things that women like? We are. Rap music. We are. We look at the big booties, and that's what, now they're getting butt implants. We look at the certain type of outfits and stuff that they wear, and look at what they're doing. However, even though we are enforcing it, she is teaching us this at a young age. And who is teaching her to teach us this? You see, this is all about going back to the mind. This is what this is about, going back to the, hold on for 1 second, people. Bear with me for 1 second. My apologies, people. So this is all goes back to where are we getting our teachings from? So, and it goes back to genetics. So when I hear other races of people, because they're kicking the spirituality, they're telling you, "Oh, we manifested this." The we all are energy, and we can transform our energy. We can become anything we want on this planet. No, you're not, because see, here you go. The honeybee energy, the body represents the energy of the honeybee. You're not going to see energy of a honeybee all of a sudden turn into a fucking fly. See, this is why I told you they're all trying to play this game with people, because the reason why is because they know they have no biological identification to the planet, and they understand for the most part by watching our videos, not just my videos, but they're watching our videos across the planet, and brothers and sisters are literally speaking about the difference of our genetics. We are all talking about it for the most part. Those that have no fear and want the best for our race, we are speaking loud and clear. Those that are on the fence because they don't want to offend anybody, they speak about it amongst their friends and their colleagues. But for the most part, though we all are speaking about this because it's coming down to the sun in genetics. I just got finished watching the video that my brother John just sent me, and I'm looking at the guy, and I got nothing but respect for the brother. But I'm listening to the guy, and I'm like, yo, I've been saying this for the longest. Everybody's now is going to speak about the sun in genetics. It's all coming down to that right there. And it's all one. It's not nothing separated. It's all together, because my body, this is carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and helium. And I want to put oxygen last. You understand? Because it's very little. Hydrogen and helium. Right now, we're doing what you call fusion. Y'all don't even know that. That's why black people be heating up. This ain't happening to. Let me explain something to you. The darker the body, the more the motherfucking energy. So we're gonna call it like that. The darker the body, the more the energy. We are doing what you call fusion right now. And they know that. This is why they try to get you to stay in the house. This is why they try to get you to get a jab, to get you sun deficiency. Because right now, it's a fusion that's going on with us in the fucking sun. We're fusing together. We're literally doing that. This is why your body, some of our bodies heating up at a certain time. This is why even I'm telling you, this is no lie. I will be in the house or outside. People are like, yo, it's cold outside. And I'm not saying it's not a little chilly or a little cold, but I'm like, I don't feel that cold. Like, I don't feel it y'all shivering like we fucking got 20 feet of snow outside, or it's minus 30 degrees. I don't feel that cold like y'all feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need the heat on blast. I walk around in my house with the heat at 72 degrees. And it's 20 degrees outside, 26 degrees, 30 degrees. Some people right now got the heat on 80. You be like, damn, bro, it's not that hot. Why? Man, I feel hot. And these are the people that are eating unhealthy. You should be full of acid, the way your body should be burning up, but you're not. See, because it's different. It's a different type of frequency. My heat comes from me actually fusing with the sun and vibrating. Your heat and sweat comes from the fact that the sun is still trying to break down those particles in your body, those heavy metals in your body. They're trying to get it the fuck out of you. See, we all going through different type of fusions right now on this planet. If you're eating according to your genetic makeup in the sun and you're fasting, you feel a difference versus somebody that's dipping and dabbing. Come on, you feel a difference versus those that are dipping and dabbing. It is what it is. But for all other, hold on, because I want people to call. I'm gonna see. I only want to speak to the complex cell organism, or I want to speak to somebody that can tell me that I'm wrong regarding what's happening right now on the planet. That's all. I only want to speak to. I like my mind to be challenged. I really do. I like my mind to be challenged. That's just all it is. And right now, I'm a thinking man, and a thinking so-called black man is a dangerous man. See, a conquered man. I told y'all this the other day on live. A conquered man is a dangerous woman. I don't mean it's no disrespect to women, because see, it's some real shit. See, a woman that is confused about her femininity is dangerous. But a man that is conquered, that's a dangerous woman. That's why you see reactive versus reaction. You understand what I'm saying? Versus response. You'll see a reactive person versus a responsive person. You know what I'm saying? A responsive person is going to sit back and think and analyze the situation and to solve. See, real men are problem solvers. And we see before the problem even get there. So therefore, we're going to avoid that situation. We're not going to let a situation occur. And then most people right now are looking out their window and see the fucking tsunami coming. They see the tsunami coming. Like yesterday, I posted a video regarding the earthquake, right? And I think I said North Carolina by accident, but I was trying to say North California. And you'd be surprised how many people actually wanted to correct me. Are you fucking kidding me? You mean to tell me that you really didn't think that I know that's North Carolina? I mean, see, I say North Carolina again. Not North California. I mean, just to think about that. You see how small the mind is? That means you're not really seeing. That means you're actually sitting back and waiting for somebody to see for you. That's all it is. Because you will be like, all right, I know he misspoken. You know what I mean? Because sometimes if you understand neuroplasticity, if you understand how fast our brain compute and respond to things, you will know sometimes that you will stumble over something or you will mispronounce something, but you have a clear idea and vision of what's going on. You're just speaking fast because there's a lot of information in there and you trying to get the French toast out. But see, the person that's walking in fear, the person that's walking in fear and can't see will always try to critique you on the most smallest minute shit. Really? You think you really believe that I said okay, I said North Carolina. But was it a 7-point earthquake on the West Coast? And not only that, if you look at the earthquakes, right? You can go to seismology, the thing that track these earthquakes. Look at how the earthquakes are increasing. Have you noticed that? And I don't mean by the volume of them, I mean the size of them. They went from 2 years ago. What was they? 5 points. They were 5 point this and 5 point that. And then the other year, last year, they went up to 6 and 7. Now you start off with what? A 7.0. You can't see how they're increasing. See, that's what I would be paying attention to versus, oh, Kalal, let me correct you. You said North Carolina. No shit. Okay, thank you. Is that really the bigger deal? Or is the tsunami you see coming down the street? I really don't get it. So that's what I told you. Like I don't get some of us, but I do get us because I know that we're in fear and we have been cut off from creativity. And when you are cut off from creativity, it's because you cut yourself off and you're not thinking. That's all I'm saying. You're not thinking. You're not thinking to resolve issues for the entirety of your species. You're thinking about just resolving issues for you. You're just thinking about how you're going to get to the next day. I'm thinking about how all of us gonna get to the next day. I'm thinking about how all of us gonna get to the next dimension. I'm thinking about how all of our fucking children are going to be free from the clutches of these beasts. I'm not just my children, because these are all my children. Yes, all of them are. Every last one of them that every child that cannot mentally or physically defend themselves is our children. What's wrong with you? Huh? But you call yourself a god. You called yourself a divine being. No, you're not. You're pump faking. You're pump faking. And now let me get back over to this. Complex cell organisms, you have a hard time accepting your genetics. Your genealogy is connected to your psychological state of mind. You are not 100% of nothing. You are not 100% of nothing. Just think about that. You're not 100% chimpanzee. You're 96 to 98% of that. And sometimes that varies, 91%. You're not 100% mouse. You're 60 to 80% with that. You're not 100% cat or fruit fly or fucking zebrafish. You're not 100% of anything. And you think the universe is communicating with you? The universe is not communicating directly with you. The universe communicates with you through us and the planet that you see. The universe is not talking to you. You think the universe would sit back and watch you abuse her children and all life that represents her and communicate with you? You really honestly think that? The universe will always give you signs and signals to let you know that you are wrong for what you are doing. and how beautiful the people are that you are harming. Not just the people, but nature. The universe will always give you that. Every last complex cell organism have gotten that message at one point in time or another in their lives, but they play deaf and blind to it. Signs and symbols. You gonna act on it or you gonna ignore it, and that's what happens. You ignore it because it's comfortable for you to ignore it. Because one, you are a spirit and not a soul being. Black people can't ignore it. Let me tell you why the conviction rate is so high with black people versus homicides versus your people. Because see, let me tell you something. The first thing they do with us, they put us in isolation for 24 to 48 hours with no food. And they give you some water or a cheese sandwich. They may give you very little. And what happens is your body go through an automatic fast at that time. As you going through a fast, guess what's happening? You are reconnecting back with who you truly are. And your soul is talking to you. Your soul has already told you that you have destroyed a brother life, a sister life. You have already done that. And you are wrong for doing it. No matter what, you are wrong for that. That's why they so easy to convict us. You, on the other hand, just look around when you see their homicide cases. Just look around, see what they'll sit right in there. They can go days without eating, fasting, whatever. Get right back in there and pass a lie detector test. I didn't kill her. I didn't kill him. Better understand you understand and understand the differences of species, people. That's no hatred towards them. That's realistic. See, they play dodgeball with the number one question. Where did you come from? How is it that you have different animal DNAs to make up one living organism? How is that? Where did that come from? Because that's not natural in nature. Because a monkey can't sleep with a zebrafish. So how did that come to be? How did that come to be? And they won't answer it. So they play dodgeball with it. You see? But see, we coming to a point right now, you won't be able to dodge that question. You won't be able to dodge it. You see, this is what's happening. And the longer you dodge it, the more painful it's going to be in the end. This is what you don't, the same thing with us. The more we dodge who we truly are, and the fact that we literally were abused by you, your bloodline, and y'all are living off of us. And not only that you have us manifesting your world, as which your world means our prison. You have us manifesting your world that's ultimately our prison. We're doing it for you. See, and when we find that out there, that is going to be so painful to so many of our brothers and sisters. That's why I'm on social media giving you the true light. Giving you the true light, which is you. I'm not on here giving you no folktale shit. I'm not on here giving you some shit that you gotta go jump leaps and bounds to find. You sitting right there. It's you. No, I'm not giving you nothing that you gotta sit. Is there sick toys fighting over here? These people fighting over. I'm not giving you none of that. You know why? You know why the military hasn't launched their Navy airplanes? First of all, you have drones over a military base. Let's just start with this complex cell organism. This was so funny about it. You have drones over a military base, and you supposedly be going through things. You're supposedly have a conflict with Russia right now, right? You supposedly. Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Russia in your news report use some drones with explosions to go into Ukraine? Or Ukraine did the same to Russia? If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they use drones to carry out military assaults? So you mean to tell me now the United States feel comfortable with drones over there, and Europe, by the way, over nuclear sites? You mean to tell me that? You mean to tell me that they feel comfortable that they didn't dispatch fighter jets? The Black Hawk helicopter? None of that? Not over Jersey? Nowhere? They didn't dispatch none of that. Why? Why? Because it's a clear message that's being sent. It's a clear message. Send them over here if you want to. See, they don't want to. They don't want to let the people know that they can't stop what's happening. They got to keep you in the delusion all the way to the end, so that way you can grab your gun and believe that you're gonna fight your executioners that you're recording. You're recording your executioners. You see, that's what they don't, hyping you up, making you believe. That's why they didn't dispatch none of that shit. You would have heard fighter jets. Black people, remember when black people were marching, the group of brothers and sisters that had the guns and they were marching in certain spots? Look at the military helicopters that were on fucking standby for that. Do y'all not remember this? Look at the military helicopters they had on standby for that. We marching down the street with guns in our hands. And you mean to tell me you got drones over a military nuclear base? You have drones over Jersey all lined up, and people are calling 911. And you know what they're telling them? Shh. Don't you move and don't you do nothing. Don't you move and don't you do nothing. You want to piss some people off that's really highly advanced and intelligent? You are, see what it is? Let me give my brothers and sisters something. See, they want your brothers and sisters to be mad at you. See, they already know why brothers and sisters feel some type of way looking down here at this bullshit as our children are being sacrificed. They already know this shit already. And they looking at this. But see, they want your brothers and sisters to be mad at you more so than a complex cell organism. And let me just let you know something. Our brothers and sisters have a fucking right. Because anyone that's thinking down here on this planet right now is looking at us and saying, you got to be fucking kidding me. You ain't got to be in another realm. You can be right here in the flesh right now, and you can look around and you can see it for your fucking self. That almost every black man, and I said black, I didn't say a benevolent being. Every black man can call a mother French toast brother right now on the phone and say, we got to go put some work in. Every last one of them. Get the switcher, get the extended clip, get the AK with the drone clip. Every last one of us, but we don't know not one of our brothers that we can call and start talking about the endocrine gland system, the frontal lobe, the prefrontal lobe. The kidney, the livers, the heart. We don't not one brother that we can call and talk about that. Diabetes, erectile dysfunction. Not one. Not one. But we know the ones we can call right away and say, hey, I got some shit I need to take care of, bro. Let's go. Why do we only have those type of people in our circle? How did we get reduced to that? And that's what the entity want on this planet right now. They want us. Look at us. Just look at what they're doing with us. Look. Who you see pumping the most with us with gayness? Black man. Who you see it the most? How many Mexicans you see on TV, males kissing each other? How many Mexicans or Puerto Ricans or other races of group you see males kissing each other on television, grabbing asses? How many women you see performing lesbian shit on television? My sisters, look at the roles that they are taking. You don't get it. They want you to be like this. Your brothers and sisters are watching this shit.